Hi, I'm Missy Wolf, and I'm here with Patrick Thomas.
Hey, how you doing?
You're watching Center Stage Magazine, and so most of our viewers may not know this, but you were on The Voice.
I was.
First season of The Voice.
The inaugural season.
Yes. How was that for you?
It was fantastic. It's as most people know, those shows are really a launching kind of platform for a lot of people, and it did that. It got me a publishing deal, got me in town. I got to hang out with some really big stars. And
you were on Team Blake, and you had a three-chair turn, correct?
I did, yeah.
You did, all right.
So that was pretty cool, and my parents were there to watch it. And,
they seemed really excited backstage.
Nobody really knew what the show was at that point. You know, we were still running to see the Nielsen ratings and see if The Voice was even going to be a thing.
I was going to ask, how did you even find out about it, being season 1 of the show? How did you even find out, and who pushed you to audition?
I was fortunate in a weird way. I didn't even audition.
Oh.
I was a Vanderbilt student sitting in class, and I got a call in the middle of the day in recital attendance, and they said, we've got this new show. It's going to be on NBC. It's a major network show, and Mark Burnett's behind it. Do you want to do it? I said, well, I don't know what it is, but I did a Skype interview the next day, and 3 days later I was in LA for the next 4 months.
Wow.
Pretty wild.
That is pretty wild. Okay, so how was that? Was that your first time going to LA?
It was.
That point?
Yeah, it was the first time out there.
Was that a culture shock for you?
Phenomenal. No, it was, but we we were a little bit sheltered. The first little bit while you're there, you're kind of quarantined in your hotel, and but as we progressed onto the the semifinals and the later rounds and the live rounds, we got to get out a little bit. It was pretty great.
That's great. Okay, so what are you doing now? I mean, I know that was season 1, and I've seen a lot of your YouTube videos, and you have quite a few fans. On your Facebook page, you have thousands of fans. Yeah. So what have you been doing since that show?
I have been working very slowly, unfortunately, on music. It's changed a lot as we've kind of tried to discover a sound and work with different producers. But we are getting somewhere with getting some music out to the fans, and I've slowly started releasing some things. As far as touring goes, I got the unique opportunity to tour with symphonies. So I just got back from playing with the Iowa Symphony. Before that, we played with Ocean City, New Jersey, and the Utah Symphony, and we have probably 20 more dates in the next year or two.
Wow.
Going to sing classic country covers, so anything from Hank Williams to Tim and Faith, semi-chronologically with an 80-piece, 90-piece symphony. So that's taking up a lot of my time right now.
That seems like a very different experience as well.
Totally different.
I mean, that's a lot that's involved right there.
Yeah, and people don't know what to expect. Symphony goers don't know what to expect. Some of them are a little tentative with the idea of country music coming into a symphony hall.
Right.
Others are totally accepting. You've seen symphonies do Best of Metallica with the symphony or do the movies, and this just seems to be the next step. And it's fun. It's cool to do Charlie Daniels with, instead of one fiddle, with 20. And but we also have a small band that keeps the country. We have a fiddle player, we have a steel player, we have an electric player that kind of still gives us those unique sounds that you expect.
Right.
At the same time, hearing the lushness of a symphony.
So for anybody who wants to check that out, how would we do that? How would we?
You can search Country Legends. That's the name of the tour.
Okay.
Or you can go to my website, patrickthomasmusic.com, and I've got all those upcoming dates, and they're still coming in, so we're updating as we go.
Oh, that's good. And now, have you been doing a lot of songwriting too in the meantime?
Whenever I'm home, I'm songwriting probably 3 to 5 days a week, and I'm no longer with the publishing company I was. It's now I just own my own publishing, but I still have a lot of the same connections, which has been really nice. And I've got people I love to write with, friends I like to write with.
Right. I always ask about songwriting, and I've talked to Nick Sturms about this because there's not enough information on songwriters. A lot of people don't realize what goes into making music, and who's really writing their own songs and everything. So do you pride yourself on writing music and performing it?
Absolutely. No, that's got to be one of the biggest parts of being an artist is, if you want to say something, you kind of want it to be your own. You want to, what do I have to say? What can I add? At the same time, I'm not someone who will only sing his own songs. I like covering other songs. I like putting my spin on something, and if something moves me, I don't see, I won't discriminate against it. I would still like to cut a song if it's an incredible song.
I saw your cover of Adele.
Yeah.
And I just got to say, at first I was like, oh, wow, what's this going to be like? And, I wasn't sure, that's a very difficult song. And you, completely made it your own. And to me, you nailed it. And I was like, oh, my gosh, I love this. So, and you did a Jake Owen one as well. But you did a music video with Jenny Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was floored. How was that, making a music video?
That was fun. That was a few years ago. That's funny that you bring that up. We had so much fun. It was a quick process. We got the song probably the night before.
Oh.
And and walked into the
Oh.
studio and laid it down in the studio, and then and obviously they had actors doing most of it, but they still got some shots of us,
Right.
and it was a blast. She has an amazing voice, so it was,
She really does. But the two of you together, I was just.
it was a cool combination.
I
wasn't it?
loved that song. It was amazing. So, everybody needs to go look on YouTube for Jenny Lee and Patrick Thomas for that video. It's Who You Are, right? Is the name of the
Yeah, it's
song.
the name of the song.
You have to look it up because it's phenomenal, and check out his Grace Adele cover as well. Thank you so much, Patrick, for taking
Thank
the
you.
time. I
No,
really
it's a
appreciate it. I
pleasure.
can't wait to see more from you. I know you're going to do great things, and you have an amazing voice. So,
Thank you so much.
And you're very talented. So thank you so much for taking the
No,
time. I
thank
look forward
you.
to seeing more of you.
Appreciate
and
it.
We'll talk soon. Until next
Bye, guys.
time.
Thank you.